Hello guys, Geek Gaming here. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird. I have a bit of a cough. Been sick a bit recently. And also sorry for the lack of videos recently. I'm probably gonna only upload once every week now because school has started, sadly. But enough with the sad stuff. This guy's happy, and he's gonna wave hi. Hopefully. Zombie. Zombie! Be interested. Brains? Oh, God. What? Oh, wait. So, as you can see, it extended and went down. Let's see if we can get him to do it again. There we go. He goes up. And it comes down. And as soon as he loses interest in me, it turns off. Hello? You have you have like super high ADHD, Mr. Zombie. Anyways, so as you can see, this machine is a waving machine. Now, I originally had it planned for that. Also, thank you for the amazing response on those videos, but I couldn't get this as a module for that because it just got too big. I'm trying to compact it in the future, but not at the moment. So, this is 8 wide. 4, 5, 7, 8. And then this side is where the arm is going to go. Actually, I'm going to make it like that. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. Okay. So this is where the arm is going to be. Of course, it's made out of slime blocks, so nothing can really be attached to it. So just make your little face. Of course, this isn't necessary. Actually, it is entirely necessary because faces are awesome. So now that you have this, I'm going to add a lever right here. This is the toggle mechanism. Flick that. The zombie can no longer stand on the pressure plate, which means he'll never activate this. So, to understand this, this has 3 circuits. Well, 4 circuits really. A zombie circuit, which is kind of like a proximity detector, but sometimes it goes off randomly because zombies have brains of their own. And then there's this timing circuit, which is basically a super long multi multi-pulse generator. Creates 2 pulses. So creates 1 pulse, then waits a long time, then creates another. That pulse then feeds into, well, this is where the pulses get extended to work with this. This is the slime extender. Extends up to here, and let's see here. Goes into this. which is right next to the toggle. Well, to the zombie stuff. But this toggles twice pretty quickly. And also keeps him from walking on. Well, pushes him off and tries to keep him from walking on again. And then it goes back to this, and surprisingly, it just brings it back down. So that's how it works. Now, what I'm going to do first is create the extension circuit. So I believe, yes, we have 3 sticky pistons like that, and that sort of L shape. Yeah, wait, what? Okay. Oh, also add a sticky piston right there. I am totally unprepared, but I do not care. Okay, so there's going to be furnace here, here, and here. Like that. Then pistons right next to those with blocks on their faces. This bottom one's on 4 ticks, then 2 ticks, and then no ticks. So as you can see, if we do this, should start to raise. Should it? This is what testing for. This is what testing's for. Nope. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Here. Yeah, it does get 3 pulses. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So, never mind those, like, last 3 minutes of garbage. So now that it's right next to the eye, you create this little platform. Two ticks, and then like that. And then what you need to do is here, do a little tiny U shape like that. Get 4 ticks there, and then connect the torches to there. So that, let's press that, it brings it down. So as you can see, with every, let's get it up there, starts to wave, and then comes down. Now, for the nuts, that is the timing circuit. So we have this little cross section. Just look in here. Let's see. Yes, that's a monostable circuit, I know. Okay, so what we're doing now is creating the necessary stuff to make this actually work. There we go. That creates the timings for that. Yeah, this creates the 3 pulses necessary to get this extended. So the way this works is it can go like 3 routes. This way, up here, which is the quickest route, or this way, which is slightly slower, or this way. I guess it could also go this way, but eh. So that's what this does. And yeah, does sometimes cause that, but that is no big issue. Now for the big part. Creating the 2 pulses. So here we create a line like that. And this is going to be our input. And okay. Going to wrap around like this. And then make our way back. Yes, this entire thing was entirely necessary. Creates the 3 pulses, starts the wave, and then immediately comes back down. This timing circuit is the brains behind the machine. I mean, I guess you could say that zombie is the brains, but he doesn't have much. But now, I decided to add that. Of course, you can just hook button up to the front. But I did not want to do that. You could replace this lever with a button and then drag that button across to here. I did not opt for that route. So what we need to do is get these materials, get a spawn zombie egg, get some glass as well. Actually, here. So to create his pod, we need this. And let's just set that there. There we go, we can get rid of the glass. It wasn't really necessary, but hey. Then you do that just to cover him from sunlight. What you also need to do is create a sticky piston like that. A normal piston this way. And do this. That way, if we push him onto this. Oh yeah, derp. We haven't actually got it set up. So here we place a lever. Yes, that's actually the way it's supposed to go. We place a dropper, hopper, place the hopper in there, grab a comparator, and actually we need a slab as well. And then we simply do this. There we go, plain and simple. So once this zombie goes on, kicks into gear, and waves hello. Now, this zombie will try to come to you and attack you, but this face, no, you need to hug him. Also, place redstone there. Or actually, I guess you could do that. Actually, no, you need to do it like that so quasi-connectivity could work. Just for safety reasons. And then, if you want to be able to turn this on and off, we create this one final circuit. I promise this is the last thing. So, behind the lever, let's give it a good flick. Put redstone and then a little tiny torch tower. Do that. And there you go. He can't get on that pressure plate any longer until we flick that. It's turned on, turned off. Turned off, turned on, turned off, turned on, turned off, turned on, turned off, turned on. I mean, not, turned on, turned off. You get my gist. Anyways. So, there you have it. Your smiley face that waves to you. It's happy, and it's a dumb creation. Apparently, guys like those. Anyways, I've been Geek Gaming, and have fun. See ya!